Hi, Ellen.
Hello, guys. Hi, nice to see everyone. Beautiful. Sorry, we start a little bit late. Hold on, let me give Igor right. Host. Igor, I just made you co-host. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah, we sent a little bit late today, but technically we always guys the same time. I think we're gonna keep it this way. So beautiful. Great. We'll wait a couple minutes for people to join. I'll go just grab my tea really quick. Yeah, nice to see you. Just a second.
Crazy day. Did you ever get those two properties I submitted, question mark? Trigociliers to Grosselier.
Beautiful. Okay. Okay, guys, I think we not a lot of people today, so we have I think we can just kind of do a little bit round and just see who work on what. I don't have any specific something exact to kind of teach you unless I would just answer a lot of questions. I can tell what I am doing with all of my progressions, and then we can just kind of go around and see what you guys working on, what questions you have. Since I'm not super available to answer by the phone, I can tell you where am I at. So it, at least from what happened from the orbit, right? So I have a park from Nancy and in Virginia. I went in there on last Monday, and I met directly with owner. So it's a beautiful park. Uh, so yeah, maybe that's kind of interesting case scenario to look at it. So it was online. It was in Crexi and Loop. It was everywhere, and the cap rate that was stated on a listing was 4%, super low. So what they were saying is that 20% occupancy. It's really the park is new, but it's really not occupied too well, and that's why it wasn't selling. It was in the market for a long time. Now, Nancy saw it on a Facebook group. She was kind of lurking around, looking for things for us, and she saw it on Facebook, and that was posted by owner. And this is how we got into owner. So she connected with the owner, and she didn't know it's been online at all. And owner told her, yeah, here's the park. It's now it's fully populated. Like, here's the numbers for June and July, that the park is completely full. So then when Nancy called me with that, I looked up the address and I see that it's online, and I'm like, no, it's like only 4%, it's only 20%. So, and she was insisting, let's talk to him. And I was like, okay, it's gonna be more like a lesson, what park not to buy, because the numbers are really bad. So, and once I'm talking to him, he says, yeah, but like I changed the manager. So the story was that the manager was his relative. He wasn't really performing. He was kind of hardly ever there. The park was transient, and there is not many like attractions in there. So the people weren't staying there much. And then the new girl came, and she was hustling. And she went to all different workforce housing forums and Facebook groups, etc., and started to advertise it. And pretty much in a month, she filled the park completely. So now park is practically 100% full, and the numbers are much, much better. So that's where so that's an interesting situation. So big thing for me was, first of all, its park is full and profitable. And the terms were that, so the price is 4.1, and he was ready to finance 3.1, originally for 2 years, for 5.25%. So I came and I said, okay, let's do 3 years of that interest, but I'm gonna go and I develop it, because what also the nice thing was that original owner, he approved basically 2 portions of the park. So the one park is already there, and the second park is needs to be built. So how can I see all of you guys? Yeah, like that. And basically, so what I see in it, that I actually come in and I'm gonna develop it, and in 3 years I'm gonna release both investors and the seller. Hold on, so in 3 years I'm gonna release both investor and a seller with the development. That's my plan. So it's a little bit aggressive. I need to develop the park in 2 years and then stabilize it in 12 months, and then go refinance, release seller, and release investors. So I still didn't do all calculations very well, and I didn't prepare it back for investors. I'm about to, but that's my plan for that park because of the development. Like normally, we would hold it, but my worry about this park that the rent is already maxed out. So I don't know if I can claim 4% rent growth every year in order to return money of investors with like some respectable percent. So I have to be kind of above 15 for investors to even look at this opportunity. So that's the story with this park. Now there are downsides. It's a heavily flood zone, which is, I just heard Pace saying 2 days ago, like, I do not buy parks in the flood zones, and I was like, but at the same time, there is not much. It's RV park, so there are 3 structures on it: bathhouse, store, and shed. So I will take flood insurance. Flood insurance, and I'm waiting for the quote. So I believe with the proper flood insurance, I mean, there are a lot of parks on the rivers, many of them. There are pluses because it's a trout river, it's attraction for families to come. So it's also gonna give better occupancy. So that's where I am on that park. I haven't progressed in other things too much because that park kind of was eating some of my time. Plus I was traveling last week. So I didn't get too much on your guys' stuff. I mean, I talked to some of you, but I haven't progressed in some of them much. Yeah, that's where I am. I do have automatic underwriting, and I do want to update my whole underwriting AI system to kind of shoot me immediate attention if something is really immediately good. But I am behind on your submissions. I'm trying, but I'm behind as much as I want to be better. Okay, so guys, and please tell what you're working on, what you're challenging, ask your questions. We're not many people, so we can just chat. Brian, I'm sure you have stuff to say.
I think Irina raised her hand first.
Irina, oh, please, I didn't see Irina and
Yeah.
Natalie, I see. Okay, Irina, please go ahead. Do we have her? Irina?
Hello. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Hello.
nice to see you, Irina.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. I think nice to see. Thank you so much. I texted you to you.
Yes, we
Thank you
spoke.
for your support. Yes, thank you. And today I
You know, Irina, that's so funny because my assistant, she disappeared. Right? Eee, we lost her. Well,
I think is she back? I don't think she's back. So I think we can go with Martin. I think he was the next one.
I think maybe who was Martin or Natalie who was first.
Um,
I mean, we're gonna get to everyone, so regardless, we have time.
Yeah. Hi, Ella.
Yes.
Yeah, so things I've been working on. So on the whole flood thing, that was kind of interesting. I was going to bring it up. I found a property in New Orleans, so it's right on the Mississippi. So I don't know if that's
Like
something
everywhere else, like we're full of rivers. I don't know,
Yeah.
like America full of rivers.
Yeah, so it's a mom and pop operation, and the thing that's tough when I spoke to the agent, briefly, I got to follow up with them. It's a mom and pop place that um, they don't have quite the best financial keeping. So what kind of information should I mean, I just gather as much as I can, but as a quick, I guess, underwriting to make sure that, at least the basics I can get, what are you looking for?
So we need to get revenue. Basically,
Yeah.
we need to get bucket of revenue and bucket of expenses. We need to figure out if they operating themselves, do they pay themselves salary, and what is their operational part of the expenses, because this is always a gray zone. So because many times people who live in a park and operate park, they don't take any salary. So it means you need to, and none of us going to come and operate the park. So it
Right.
means we have a full-blown kind of manager salary to bake into expenses. I mean, roughly, if we know revenue, we know to calculate, and this is what we talked last time with Brian, we know roughly to calculate. So we kind of 50%, like if it's RV park, we add 50% expenses. So we know so really we need to know their full revenue, especially, and kind of know what buckets they have, because they have also sometimes restaurants or like whatever they have, additional stores. So we kind of need to know the buckets of the revenues, as much expenses as possible. And if they don't have a books, they kind of need to be open for seller financing, because it means we cannot take mortgage.
Right.
So we need to have a solid T12 in order to take a mortgage. So they need to agree to like 80% of seller financing, at least for 3 years. At least for 3 years, because let's say we come in and we're cleaning up the books and we do everything clean. So then in 2 years or with a year or two, we can come up and basically we need to show to bank full T12 in order to refinance and return that portion.
And then along with that too, with this, this being in the, definitely a flood zone. Is it okay that, I mean, I haven't asked somebody this before, if we ask for their insurance policy?
Oh, yes, they need to provide it. They need to provide it.
They need to provide
And
it.
most
Okay, yeah.
likely they don't have the flood zone because they never take floods. That's what I see from all of them. They don't take floods. So what I usually do, I call their insurance provider. I ask the insurance provider, I call them, and I ask them a quote.
Oh, and they'll give that information to you, the provider will?
Yeah.
And
It's
then
not that bad. What I was getting so far, I can tell you for Koala, it had like a bunch of buildings, right? It had tons of buildings, and for Koala, I've got 12,000. So it's not terrible. I mean, it's on top of regular insurance, but that's kind of probably the numbers we're gonna get. But that's another thing. If they don't have it in expenses, we need to bake it in.
right.
Another thing we need to bake it in, and this is overall just for your information, we need to bake in increase of the taxes. Because in some states, or it doesn't even matter, like you increase the price, you increase the value, increase the revenues, the tax gonna be higher. So that's another thing that we need to always put higher insurance, higher tax. So when we're calculating the cap rate, really, the cap rate, the way it's gonna be for us, it's to increase the tax and to increase insurance. This is super important.
Usually the broker can get you that too for the taxes, right? They should be able
They're gonna give you current taxes, but then like what I did for that park in Virginia, I went to Claude and I asked, I put the assessments from 2025. They told me, Claude told me that there were new notices sent in 2026 because there was a reassessment for this Henry County. So I asked the owner, did you get the new assessment value? Because assessment value is not necessarily on sale, but they do 7 years reassessments. And 7-year reassessment happened in 2026. And he told me, no, I didn't get the new notice. So now we're going to be calling actually county and asking them, did you reassess the property? What's the new value? So all of them are super interesting to know because we can't assume we're going to have the same number. We might for a little bit. And that's what happened in my New York property, and I will enjoy it until they reassess me. But we cannot assume it will not happen.
Awesome. Okay, got it. And then I have another question. So a broker reached out to me from South Carolina, and it was, good conversations. They're looking to find deals and stuff. However, the issue came up where they want to do, and I can't. No, we don't want to sign this like an exclusive. We don't need them to represent us.
No.
The agents, and that's what I'm trying to get at, because she was going to send me all these deals, and then all of a sudden I got in.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I got the disclosure statement to sign, and it was to represent them. I started to fill it out. I'm like, I got to put the brakes on this one. So, I just have to go back.
Never sign it in general. It's so painful. I'm a broker myself. I mean, I never do it to my clients, but never sign it.
So that, and then they had two different ones because they were going to give me lists of off-market deals. So I could, and which I was going to go back to them and basically tell them we can sign an NDA on the particular deal, but not
100%. 100%.
Just cover me for a whole year. I am locked into to an agent. So, but other than that, there's properties there. It's just a matter of finding ones that what the trouble I'm having right now is everybody seems to be way overpriced. Just the napkins. There's no way you could get a loan to make any cash flow on a lot of these. So I guess I think my intent probably is to at least get them if they're close, send them to you, and then you do your negotiating with them, and if you can get the price down.
Yeah, and we can do multiple things. I was listening to Pace yesterday. He was saying like his park, like one of his closing, like they did 12 times. They reached out 12 times. And like 11th else, he says no. And then 11th time, he said not yet. And 12th time, he said yes. So that's another thing that really, I haven't done much reaching out. My experience was that they wait and until sometime they're calling me back and they said now they open to it. I didn't really do like checks. Pace team does check periodically with them. So I get either or.
Yeah. So would you put in say there was a property that, it does produce cash flow. There is cash flow there. It's just the price is too high. So is it something where you'll put in LOI together, giving
You could have, technically we could have, yeah, we could say lower price.
scenarios.
I mean, we definitely could do that. We could say lower price. We could say, yeah, we could, I mean, we can. I haven't done it much. I kind of was going more for the low hanging fruit.
Right.
And then sometimes I negotiated already under agreement, like New York one, I negotiated. But that's because when I started it, I didn't do the assessment thing, because until now I bought small multifamilies. So all this reassessment wasn't a big deal. So when I kind of started with the multifamily with 68 units, I wasn't thinking about it. And then at some point it was like, oh, hold on. And I started looking, and the last assessment was 1970. So I'm like, okay. and that's when I went and negotiated it more. So I negotiated 600 less because of that. So sometimes we go under agreement and we negotiate even after. Once we do due diligence, actually many people negotiate after, because you start doing due diligence and whatever they represented is not necessarily true. So then you come back to say like, hold on, like your cap rate is not 9, it's like 5.5. So once they really do due diligence. So that's another point when we actually do negotiate as well.
Yeah, got it. Thanks.
But in your case, I think you can ask like if they're flexible on pricing, and you can show them, look, like your cap rate is 4 or 5 or 6, whatever, but it really should be higher. So it's just not gonna, like, you're not gonna sell it. Like it's
That's where I'm running into is like here, and we go back to them, they want to sell. I mean, that's the thing. It's just for whatever reason, I don't know, they think they're getting top dollar for a building that, 30 years old, 40 years old. That's not gonna happen. So, and it's interesting because the seller, he's an investor, he's looking to branch out and do other things. So you think he would know that he's not going to get.
But are they open for like any seller financing?
It's interesting, but
are they open to seller financing, Martin?
I think partly the broker came back and said possibly at the most they do like 10 to 15%, which is something.
No, it's not going to help you there.
It's not going to help either. That's the thing, is it's not bringing that. The DSR at that point I think was like what if you brought it down, it was still like at 1.04, and I was like, there's no way. So you need it like at 1.25. So but we'll see what we can do. Even if we got the seller financing, they brought the cost down, I think there's a way to do it. They got to bring their price down a lot.
Okay. Yeah, well, it may happen. I mean, keep watching too, but you could see sometimes it's also you need to ask verbally if they gonna do it or not, because they keep online price, but then they say, oh, the seller gonna be okay, million less. We literally hear that a lot too. Literally, that also happens. So sometimes just to ask them like, how flexible is the seller? They say, oh yeah, I literally don't believe it, but why people do that? But they show one price, but then they tell you verbally it's million less, like million less, not 100K, million less. Like seller will be okay. Like it was Park yesterday. We spoke. I remember maybe Nancy again. It was 4.5, and then with whom we talked yesterday? I forgot. No, it was no, it was with you, Robert, right? Yep. The Park was 4.5, and then they say, oh, they're gonna be okay in 3.5. So $1 million. I'm actually, and they said no seller financing, but I think I'm gonna send offer, and I'm actually gonna put seller financing in there and see how it goes. Because they said, oh, they need to get 3 on closing, but then somewhere else they were saying, but then they say, but if you bring cash, we can do 3.5. So now I say, okay, 3.5. So now we say, okay, 3.5, but let's do 3 mortgage and 500 do seller financing for us. Let's try play this way. We can try. We already heard that they're okay for 3.5, but it's on the market for 4.5.
So yeah, they did tell me anything that starts with a 3 would be considered.
But they're not changing it. So I guess this is where we need to call and talk to them. That's where what we see on .loop or Crexi is not the last resort. Like we have to be calling and talking to them, figure out, and Yeah. Even that multifamily that I'm buying in New York, they just removed the price. I mean, still online, but it was hanging as 4 million for a very long time, even though we already were at 3.2. So they're hoping that somebody gonna come in. But yeah, beautiful. I think Natalie was next, right? There,
Yes.
please.
I lost my page. Just a moment.
Please.
I've found, okay, let me see here. Okay. I don't know if you would be interested in that. Basically, because when I look things for you, I put your cap rate and your NOI, and then I came up to something. It says 71 unit cap rate 10.43, NOI 407. I was like, oh, that's perfect. And then I look, it's actually 71 unit within 55 buildings in the same neighborhood. So it's 55 houses, a total of 71 unit. They're selling the whole portfolio. It's all in the same city. It's all in the same neighborhood. Would you be interested in something like that?
They like single family. So like, what are they?
Yeah, some of them are single family, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Others, they have a multi-family, maybe like 5 or 6 unit or maybe 4 unit. But it's a total of 55
how is the
buildings.
neighborhood, Natalie? How is like overall?
It's a very big, more rental neighborhood than a owner's neighborhood. It's a good neighborhood. It's close to it's in Michigan, close to the Lake Michigan. It's close by the area. It looks like a middle range family that lives there. So there's some of the houses are pretty nice, and others needs a little TLC,
Yeah.
So
what is their seller financing situation? Do they mention anything?
Yeah, I talked to a broker, and the broker said, yeah, so we can. He said, send me an LOI. We'll look into that, the different type of seller financing or creative financing that we can use. So he said, yeah, send it to me.
The only way I would take it is with zero down from me. Like if they cover, if I take the SCR, and I will tell you, there is a deal that going on right now. I actually walked away from it. It's in Maine. It's 110 units and tons of single families and very shitty like neighborhoods. I mean, it's all Section 8. So if you're looking on criminal report of the town, all of them happened in those houses. It's just like the star of the criminal activity. But my peer, Tony, he actually here from New England, he's about to close it soon. So it's a very interesting buy. So it's 110 units. And the way he buying it is that he getting 600 back on closing. So he's actually cashing out on 600 on closing, and that 600 going towards CapEx to fix those buildings. But he taking it only because he kind of going with zero down, and he doesn't bring investors. He doesn't distribute any risk. It's purely him and a seller. And so that's kind of, package portfolio. Because it's more risky than one building, and you have 55 roofs, right?
55 buildings, 71 units.
Everything, right? So it's quite different than one building. So when there are like questionable assets like that, I say, yeah, sure, but like only if we can structure. And I can send LOI, structure and explain, and I think they know themselves that it's not fantastic asset. Because most of landlords and investors don't like that. They would rather have one building. It's less expensive.
Yeah.
But if there is a good structure of financing,
Okay. I didn't want to do a whole bunch of work until since you're not interested. Well, I'm not going to waste my time on it.
No. Send it. Let's schedule time with broker. That's what we've done with a bunch of people. We schedule time with broker. We talk, all three of us, and we kind of know a little bit more of a situation, and see what they're thinking. I mean, this one is a potential for zero down, which is a breather, because for all current deals I need to bring million three. I mean, it's a lot of work. Like, I was a little late because it was an hour with investor on the phone. So it's a lot of investors requires a lot of attention. So it's a lot of work to see. Yesterday I spent whole evening with another investor from Israel, like I had to go like spend half a day, which is like, I need to work, but then I have to do those connections. I mean, I had a good time and great, but it's time.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Brian?
Tom and Jeannie ahead of me. Tom, go ahead.
Yep, please.
Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. I have a couple questions, Ella. So I have like 5 different conversations I have going right now. One of them I haven't entered anything in the deal sheet yet. One I was going to, so I'll kind of go over that a little bit and see what your thoughts are. But the one question I had is, in talking to this one, I've had more detailed conversations. That particular property, he was late stage with a couple of potential buyers, and for a couple different reasons the deals didn't go through, and it was more of him being concerned about how leveraged the buyers were, and he's totally open to creative finance, etc. And so one quick question I had on a high level for everyone is there a way, or should we just put the deal in, and if you see that someone from our orbits already reached out, because I don't know who a couple of them have already gone out, and he said he got some recent calls too, so I don't know if someone from our orbit has reached out and already put the deal in there, because I just queued up the deal sheet before we jumped on, and you just enter the information, and I'm guessing you see it, Ella, on a spreadsheet of, so how do you tell if you're kind of chasing something that someone's already engaged with?
Correct. We need to think about it. It's not a bad idea that maybe we put them, because now they're just coming into my email, right? So what happens, and they just deal submissions, like how are they stored and go high level?
I'm trying to organize them now in a different software or system, because then we can attach all the files in the future. I think it should be done by the next week, because I'm trying to restructure it. We have it now in Go High Level, but it's very different and hard to organize it all, especially as we have to add more information later. Go High Level doesn't give us that possibility. So I'm thinking either Notion, which would be easy to manage, or something more native and easier like Google. I don't have that answer yet, but I'll definitely work on it, and it should be done by next week.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I'll tell you a little bit about this one, and I'll enter it in if someone from our orbits already have started conversations. That's fine. I get it. So I've mostly looked at multifamily. Those are the 2 other conversations, or 3 are in multi, and then this one's kind of unique. And then there's another unique one that I'm speaking with tomorrow that's actually unpriced. It's a combination of campground, RV, and storage. This one, though, is in New Hampshire. It's a multi. It has like 22 units, and then it has storage on it. And I know you said you'd be open to that.
Very good.
Yeah, in the the NOI was a little bit lower than you'd like, but the cap rate was really good. And when I did that calculation, just quick calculation for underwriting, what the person's asking for is exactly in line with that calculation, dividing the NOI against the cap rate. So as I peel back the onion, ultimately he's open to creative finance. He has some more property within 50 minutes. So he's asking like 3.3 for this one, which is like 22 or 23 multi. And it is on the storage side, it's 78 storage units. And then he has another place within 50 minutes that has like another 50 multi and smaller amount of storage.
Yeah.
So the whole portfolio he'd like to sell for a little over 7 million. But this one is 3.3 if you just bought that, and he's willing to do them separate. And that at the last one that fell through was looking to buy the whole thing. And ultimately he said they were, you know, they were going to pay him 3 million and then he was going to finance the remainder of whatever 4.2. He said, but you know, they were going to get a loan for the 3 million, and he said they had no equity. Like that whole portfolio, he was apprehensive, his accountant was apprehensive that the actual buyer was having no skin in the game. They were just going to get a mortgage, hand over that as their down payment, and then you know the entire remaining amount was
Yeah,
him seller
like
financing. And
what we
he's like,
meant. We love
yeah,
that.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
he said he's open to it. He said, I just would like to see a little skin in the game from whoever is the buyer.
yeah,
I get that they might finance to pay a chunk of my down payment. I also talked to him. I said, would you be apprehensive? He really didn't want to be a second position. I said, would you be apprehensive of maybe coming in on an LLC so you're protected there? So he was open to that. He said, I would be even interested in financing a much larger amount of the seller finance if there was a solid down payment and whoever were the actual buyers had a little bit of skin in the game. So for whatever reason, he was worried about, like, I'm sure he's worried about,
and it
okay,
makes
you
sense.
walk away with cash in your pocket. The bank's on the hook and he's on the hook is
Yeah,
ultimately is what he said. But he's definitely flexible. I explained who I was, why I was calling, and I said I'd like to chat with Ella more about it, and it might make sense for us to get on a follow-up call or Ella to speak to you
please,
directly.
please.
He said I'm totally open to that.
Just one question, Tom. Is it in Keene or not?
It isn't in Keene. It's up by Claremont.
Okay,
Uh,
good. Because I know about portfolio in Keene, and we were trying to get LOIs, and they rejected. There was a big portfolio in Keene about 6 months ago. I don't know what happened to it. It was a big portfolio. I'm just curious if it's the same one or not
yeah,
because I know
I
somebody
don't.
else.
It's located actually in Charlestown, New Hampshire, but the closest bigger city is Claremont that anyone would know.
Okay,
It's not a huge, yeah.
let's look at it. I mean, it's really 2 hours from me, so it's amazing. I mean, New
Yeah,
Hampshire.
same here. I'm in New England, so yeah, I'm
Okay,
close
so
by.
I'm glad you're looking in there. So
Yeah,
no, let's look because I do have a lot of exposure in New Hampshire. I have constructors there. Like New Hampshire is great. New Hampshire is great. New Hampshire,
okay.
is one of the states also that's super open for co-living. They don't have those congregation living limitations like many states. So this is one of the best states for co-living actually.
Yeah, I
So
should keep that in mind. I know nothing about that, but if I find something, you might be able
yeah,
to.
no, that
Yeah,
even if you like want, like big single family, because here in Boston we can do only 4 rooms, right, maximum. But in New Hampshire there is no limitation. New Hampshire, Arizona, so New Hampshire one of the best for co-living.
okay, that's good
But
to know.
Split just launched in there. They launched, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. I don't know if Pot Split is the best to go with. They charge enormous fees. So what I hear like from Jamil and Pace that like maybe Pot Split is not the best solution. But
Gotcha. One other quick
I,
question. The other ones that I'm speaking with are more the traditional 60 plus units and you know, the NOIs are close or the cap rates are above or the cap rate is slightly below and the NOIs are above. And I'll do more digging. But a guy I had an initial conversation with that I'm speaking with tomorrow. It's a unusual one that it has some multi and it's campground. They have some RV. They're adding more RV pads. And I'm talking to him tomorrow, so I can ping you a note after, but it's not priced, but it's been on the market for under 50 days. It's down in Tennessee. I just thought that I haven't seen that often. Is there a reason why they don't have it priced out yet? It looks like the owner is still in mid construction of some of the adding some campgrounds and more RV sites, and that's what it said. So I'll find out more tomorrow. Is that highly unusual to have something that isn't overpriced?
Another group.
I don't know. I see it a lot in the big buildings. I see it a lot in Boston, for example, when we have a Beacon Hill portfolio and it's million and million and million. They don't put anything because it's a high level relationship. I don't know. It's hard to understand. I don't know. I don't have answer. Ask him this question. Ask
Yeah,
him
I will.
price.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll
Yeah.
look to get the regular information. What's the current NOI? What's the current cap rate? All that.
They maybe want more people to reach out because if they put like millions and millions and a cap rate and low, then, and if they're still building it, they don't have a good occupancy either. So that's minus for them.
Yeah, they have with a bunch of things. They have self-storage here too. So they have some of the camp and the self-storage is like 90% occupied, what they have built already. But
yeah,
it looks like they're still adding. So I'll do more digging on that. I
no,
appreciate
that's
it.
nice. And Tennessee is the beautiful area. So yeah, no, let's look at it for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
that's great. Beautiful.
They
Uh,
did not keep her in the loop.
cool. Brian, do you want to go?
Jeannie, would you like to go? You were ahead of me.
Sorry. My bad.
Jenny?
Go ahead, I'm glad.
Here we go.
You muted yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Just a couple quick questions. You had talked about development earlier. Can you tell me what kinds of development you're looking for? I mean, what?
Yes, very much so. I look in development only in addition to existing cash flowing asset. So I've been doing development for last like more than 10 years, where I just take it as a development project.
Okay.
I don't want to do it at the moment, at least, just because I have already 3 going on nonstop. But I really like when we have a park or even a multifamily and there is an upside to develop something there. So it doesn't need to be immediately, but you can kind of.
Yeah, that was my question. I just wanted
do it. Yeah. But it has to be performing
You're not
already. So
interested in doing something that's shovel ready, already platted out and all. You don't want to do that. Okay.
not at the moment, at least.
That's fine. I just wanted
long and
clarification. Are you doing all the underwriting yourself? You are. Okay. Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
at least at the moment I do. And at the beginning I asked and some people were willing to do underwriting. I'm not there yet because I want to underwrite enough myself that I can give you guys system
Okay.
how to do it. In a way, I'm learning it myself as well. I'm going through full cycle, and then
Okay.
I can spill it to you, or maybe I'll create a skill in AI and give it to you. So I kind of want to do it enough times myself to kind of teach you after. So for a
Okay.
moment, it's just me. Yeah.
And I just wanted to check and see if you got or found those 2 projects I sent you.
No, I actually didn't get it. I don't understand why. I am
That's the
looking at
third
your
one.
email.
That's
and
the third one you didn't get. And I sent it to the email that had Orbit on it.
If you send the email with Orbit, Igor, it's coming the different way. Okay.
Okay,
So
so
please, yeah, not this one. No. My name, ella.goren@gmail.com.
okay, well, I sent it to the Orbit one, thinking that was the right way to go. So let me know if you can't find it, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I will forward it.
Okay, that's all I wanted.
Trying to look at it, it's probably in our messages in Orbit.
Yeah, definitely. I was looking into that
Better that
last
can
week as well.
confusion, right?
Yeah, because a lot of things are getting lost in go high level because when you get them, I don't have the notification, so sometimes it just sits there for a couple of days.
Yeah.
So what I would recommend is, number one, we have a Discord now, so if everyone can just join in the same chat, that would be awesome. And second, just submit the deal through a form. I think that would be the best way because then you're definitely getting the email, and we have everything as well. Since
I mean, we know
like,
how to do Discord. I don't know how to do Discord yet. Gotta have to
yeah,
figure.
I can text you. I think I was helping Nancy last week to also understand how Discord works. And even so, I think once you get in, it would be a lot easier for you to communicate. And also, I haven't seen many action that there last week. But I think as we go, if you can just chat, I think that would be very useful, especially if I have a question or anybody else has another question. I think we just ask one another and see what would be the best way to, have that answer without just wasting days and days without an answer. So I will send you a text so I can also walk you through how you can also be on Discord. Or even so, you can just have my personal number, and that would be the quickest way to have my response.
That's fine too, whatever works. But I'm
I
gonna
know. I'm sorry, Jenny. I keep saying you're sending it, and I'm like, what the hell? I don't see what's happening. Where are we?
maybe they'll teach us that in Tempe next week.
Yeah. Next week you're going for
Yeah, I'll be in Tempe all
multi-family.
week.
Is it
Yeah.
multi-family?
Yes, all multifamily.
That's nice. You're gonna enjoy. That's nice. Yeah, beautiful.
All right.
So I think we need people asking about Discord channel. Can you post it in the chat? The horrible thing, I didn't join myself either. I can work on it right away. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Discord either, but we kind of need to be doing that because that's the place for us to kind of connect. I mean, technically, Igor, should we maybe do the group in WhatsApp? In between 1,000 other groups that exist already. I have like 3 from Honest Club, 5 from Sub 2. Maybe we just do WhatsApp group.
No, I don't want a million messages through WhatsApp. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Okay. It's just a little bit easier to communicate, and you can mute notifications, so it's not going to be
by group or by application.
No, you can mute the group.
Oh, okay. All right, got it.
You can mute the group. It's going to be coming. You're not going to be
You're the boss. You can do whatever.
It's just a little easier for people, I think, because we're going to see all the messages in there. If you don't mind, let's do WhatsApp because it's everybody, like at least we're going to see them, because the whole, like I just see we have Discord for Honest Club, right? But the whole, or like everywhere, or Sub 2, but I see all the actions really happening in WhatsApp groups. All people are in there. So I think it's a little bit more easier for us to access. Do we have a phone numbers?
I will create one right now. Then I'll send the link in the chat and by email, Discord, anywhere I can. And then we just keep sharing the same link.
And people could be just joining. Yeah, people just joining.
Right.
I think it's a little easier. And I see it every day. It's gonna pop out to me, so I would know to answer. That's actually good, because then you can ask questions every which way, and you can bring my attention to, like I sent you, like you're not looking, boo boo boo. So I'm gonna see it, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna run. Yeah. Okay. Brian or Irina.
Speaking of getting your attention, what happened to the Boston deals? Have you seen them yet? We passing on them?
Yes. No. So let's talk about it. I mean, I saw you sent something today.
I've got more. So do you want to talk about that first, or?
Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it, please. Yeah.
Well, you saw it. I mean, I don't know if we never had, so we left off, we were going to have a conversation with the broker.
With Marquise, yes.
We never, I was waiting for you.
You want to schedule time and just join me in?
Well, I scheduled a time, but you never responded. You're too busy.
Yes, I am too busy. But let's schedule, but it's okay. I mean, we have to live with it. It's never going to be any better. It's just not going to be any better. It's only
I understand, but I don't know how to get a hold of you unless it's here. It's tough. You're way too busy. You need to clone yourself.
Yeah, no. We can organize. I'm learning how to be available, and I'm learning for that as well.
I'll schedule that.
What worked so far, Brian? What worked so far with multiple people here? If you schedule time with broker, just let me know. Like we agree on the time. I'm gonna be there on that time.
Okay,
so okay, tomorrow, Marquise, 2 o'clock. I'll be on it.
Okay, so you want me to just text you? How do you want me to?
Or even better, you can go schedule it on my calendar. Just schedule on the calendar. Like look at the time available. Schedule with Marquise. Schedule the time, and that's it.
Calendly? Does that work?
Yeah. I will be there. Do you have Calendly link?
I don't, but I'll figure it out. Don't worry about
Let
it.
me just let me quickly paste it here.
It's all
So
right.
I think this is no, please. This is actually what's working because then I'm already there for half an hour. We're talking with the broker. All three of us are there, and we already booked the time.
All right. So a couple things. Ella, you know my personality. I go and do.
Okay.
I submitted offers.
Okay,
So
beautiful.
so to just I guess it's more for everybody, I guess. Um, you know, I think at some point, as Ella said, there's even heard reaching out to some other people trying to get help on some other issues. At some point, you're gonna fly yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's good.
Right,
I
Ella?
put my
So
calendar
so
here.
so I'm flying solo somewhat. I put a couple offers in over the weekend. My daughter and I have been working diligently, and one of them got accepted. I'll tell you about it later. So this is part of just planting those seeds, and this is a relationship I'll tell you about later, but it's been bearing fruit. I got another call, which would be interest you is I just got it yesterday. And again, this is for the community, it's just planting your seeds. I got a call from a broker, 10 unit here in Massachusetts. Cap rate, I think, is already at 8, 75% seller financing to start. Interest only, first 3 years. So it's a good
Okay.
start. I didn't even ask. He just came and told me. I already told him my criteria. He said, well, I could tell you blah, blah, blah. So I said, it's a great starting point. So I'm going to send you over some information. It's a 10 unit, 6 residents, 4 commercial, fully operational, no debt
Yeah.
on the unit at all. So there's room there.
Uh-huh.
His starting price is already, I think, an 8 cap, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. So I wanna share that with you.
Okay.
But
You know what, Brian? Just schedule time for tomorrow, whatever you can find. Just
okay,
schedule time and I will be there.
sounds
Otherwise,
good.
I will be in between Zooms and phone calls. At least if it's in calendar, it's happening.
Sounds good. Part of this I just want to share is I think I mentioned I use AI quite a bit. And it helps me get numbers. It helps me in my particular case, and I just want to share this is really for the community rather than just asking questions for myself, is one of the things I found helpful is in using AI, Claude and ChatGPT, whichever one. I find ChatGPT right now to be very useful because I've worked with it more and knows my personality more. Is I ask for certain things that I think real estate investors would be interested in, which is population growth, income growth, um, property value growth, crime rate, and so on. So that is spit out in my report, in my criteria. So when you look at these neighborhoods, I think it would be diligent for us to find out, is this a neighborhood that's dying or is the neighborhood that's growing? Is there job growth? Is there income growth? What is the unemployment rate? And so on. So this is something that spit out and it helped me make my decision on my offer. Uh, let's see. Another thing that I'm finding myself is, and this is something I think we're all going to learn. I had to learn the hard way because I'm jumping off the building a little bit more. And Ella, I'd like to hear from you on some of this stuff is, lenders. I'm finding lenders, you've got to have a relationship or at least know your lenders because you need to know where you exit, not only how you're going to enter the deal, but how you're going to exit it. Right. So you structure the deals and it's great. You have interest only for X amount of years, right, Ella?
Yeah.
And in 5 years, 3 years, 4 years with a certain 4% growth, you got to refinance, pay the owner off before it balloons.
Yeah.
What can you give us? What knowledge can you give us as far as um you know lenders? Because you mentioned one thing, this is in conjunction with this following: cash out. This person had cash out, right? This is one of the concerns that Tom's investor was having, where you can get cash out in the deal, you got no skin in the game, you took your cash and you run, right? um what types of loans are doing these cash out? Because I talked to a lender and it was only a max of, I think, 2% of the purchase price. What are some sources that investors like you, what are some things that might help us to find these are 8, we got an 8 cap. Okay, 8 cap helps us. what are the negotiating tools or anything like that might help us? Or what knowledge
The
can
lender or with
you
the
shed on us?
seller? Hmm?
Well, with the lender, I guess, you know, if you're looking at these deals, because let's say CapEx, right? In Tom's situation, no skin in the game. Got it. This person wants to have some skin in the game. That makes sense. I was thinking, immediately came to my mind is, well, I'm going to take some money out because I'm investing in your property. You're still going to hold the seller's note, but there's an investment into your property. So if I was to walk away, I'm making it more valuable to you, right? So that's money for CapEx, money to reinvest into the property. I don't know if that's a strategy, but on top of that, what are some DSCR loans? What are some things that you look for in these deals when you
He think he the head. He deceived me, can't my name ain't up there yet.
think it's the wrong, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that we as a community can learn from the lender side or as we negotiate to help you? And lastly, as far as underwriting, you can send some my way because I've been using the engine. And all I gotta do is feed the address and it spits out
Yeah.
writing.
I
And
have that happening. I do have that. I still need to look personally on each of them, and we still need to talk personally many times to broker to even find where is the kind of the sweet point in there. For the lenders, I mean, that's what we talked before. So the lender's going to be looking on our experience when we're talking about the big assets. Lender's going to be looking at our experience, and that's why I'm so happy for that multifamily 68 units, for example, because it's going to land on my experience sheet. And the same RV park, which is seller financing. So once we go into refinance, as you say, like in 5 years, we should have enough assets under belt or be part of those assets as investors, but really as an investment club. So we're active there. And we need to show that participation. And that's why it's kind of also nice to come in to other people deals. A lot of people doing it actually, coming in different people deals on different capacities. So you can show, okay, I'm part of that, I'm part of this, I'm part of that. And that's what a lot of leaders in the community doing. They're showing all of these big portfolios where they just wedged in. They're not really direct owners or even GPs. So for bigger ones, we need to show experience, or we have to bring capital partner and pay for that, obviously, when we're talking about bigger multifamilies.
I think the IRA, I'm all set with that. I don't know if New York's still on the board, but I'm all set with that.
Still on the board 100%. Yeah.
So let me know. I think by next week, the funds will be there. So I can be a partner.
So you can already immediately put there, so you're under agreement, because that address is going to be under agreement in the already online, right? So you could say, okay, you are under agreement for this multifamily. You're already part of it. So I'm putting it everywhere. I'm saying, okay, I'm under agreement in a hotel, which I actually need to remove. But technically, they didn't return my ND yet. They're now like plain little kind of dirty, but whatever.
Just let me know. Let me know when that New York one. By next week, I'm gonna have the Roth and the traditional IRA both funded.
Beautiful. I'm opening fractional. I am literally waiting for it to sign in a day or two, and it's gonna be fractional. So it's all gonna be done through fractional. It's gonna be investment club. So we're all gonna be there, nice, sitting in the fractional, basically. So
and I'm gonna ask for your guidance on this offer that I put in. So I don't have, the expensive learning pains. But I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to do it off
together. No.
What was that?
Don't give deposit until we looked at it together. Yeah.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna rely on you. I got a couple days due diligence, but I will schedule some time with you. I won't take up the community's time on that.
No, that's fine. Yeah, schedule time tomorrow, and we're just gonna. I saw you calling today. I just was literally in between investors. Now it's a big thing because I need to raise 1.3 for park and 900 for a multifamily, and it's within 2 months, and then I want capacity to get more deals from you guys and finance them as well. So now from one side, we need to work on deals and underwriting. From other side, we need to work on investors inflow, because if every deal will require 900, and yes, it's good to have skin in the game as they wanted in New Hampshire, but you need skin to bring, because it's not going to be it's not enough. Even if you have your funds, they're going to run out pretty quickly. So it's always investors, no matter what. So you can put a little bit of, you can put your 100 or 200, but there is just as many 100, 200 you can put by yourself. And then, you're going to land anyway with investors' capital.
Okay.
Beautiful. Let's talk tomorrow, Brian. I'm sorry. It's painful. Just a lot of Zoom after Zoom after Zoom. So that's why if you plug Zoom in, at least I see you on the calendar. I know if I'm with somebody on the phone, I'm like, okay, Zoom, I need to switch. And
it's okay. It's okay. I'm learning the hard way, which is sometimes the best way, but don't worry about it. We'll catch up, and
you're moving forward. Don't
worry about it.
I just can tell you, most of my mentors, they're not even you cannot.
I know listen,
impossible. So
you mentioned it on a call.
I am trying my absolutely best.
You mentioned it on a call, but you know what? I think that this is to everybody, including myself. I don't let it stop me. And I don't think anyone should wait on anyone else. I think the best teacher is going out doing and making mistakes. So I just don't want to make any super expensive mistakes, which I'm going to bring you in and make sure I don't. But this one is actually 65 cents on the dollar. So I think it's a pretty good deal, and there's quite a bit upside. So we'll talk more. But
and guys, if you have emergency, just call 1, 2, 3 times. I will how do they say three is new.
I'll just 911.
I'll
do the beeper. 911. That's it. All right, guys. I'm sorry. That's enough of my time.
Okay. I think we lost Irina. She was kind of I'm sorry. Yes, Robert, please.
I just want to follow up on our conversation that we had with Michael Lepore. We were supposed to get back to him with an LOI, and he was supposed to get back to us with information about the zoning, see if there was flooding or not, but we found that out through FEMA on ourselves. So have you had a chance to?
I do want to know, I do want Robert to know a story about that pile. It's a little bit worrying me. So what I want to submit to them, I want to submit to them 3.5, and still ask for 500 of seller financing, and see if they chew on that. And I want to figure out that puddle. I really don't like it. It looks scary. Because my problem is I want to know the story about it. So to tell you everyone, so you're looking on Google Earth, whatever, you look on anywhere, right? And you see the huge puddle in between, in the middle of the property. I mean, it could be pond, but I don't think so. I think it just flooded and stayed in there. It means we're going to have all kind of animals in there, and pollution and bacteria. I don't know. I'm really worrying, what do you do? Because it seems like you need to drain it potentially. So I think I would really love to, if you don't mind, Robert, to write email to him and kind of tell us everything he knows about that puddle and what remediation they're planning, and what, if they have estimate capex, what to do. Because it could be pretty expensive it's a big one. It's pretty expensive to deal with. That's why I wasn't moving too quickly. I meant to write to him and I didn't have the chance. But once we know what this puddle, we can submit LOI. I think we should.
Yeah, and that's fine. If you don't like it, we just drop it and go to the next one.
I like it, but I'm worried about the puddle, that huge puddle.
Okay. I'll contact him and follow up on that. And just to have fun a little bit, I was looking at multifamilies as well today, and building rapport with one of the realtor. He sent me an off-market one on a Class A neighborhood for a 48 unit that I'm working on right now. So it's looking very good. I'll let you know if it becomes a reality.
Usually have a lower cap rate because it's a Class A. So we usually focusing on Class B and C only because we're trying to get higher cap rate and higher cash flow. Class A is better condition, better neighborhood. It's usually lower cash flow. Just for you, for the information.
That's perfect, understood. And anyway, I'm not gonna bother you if I don't achieve a 8 cap minimum.
Yeah, because it's just not gonna cash flow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Class A is good for people with money who need to park significant amount of money safely. And I have investors like that. They don't care about cash flow. They want to know that their money is safe. The buildings are new and they appreciate. A neighborhood they usually appreciate. And that's how they don't need cash flow. They want safe and appreciation. We are more belonging to class B and C because we're looking for cash flow. And
Okay.
we are okay to take a little bit of a risk.
Right.
That's the
I'm
type
sorry
of-
to hear that you don't want to do any development anymore at this time, because I had found just the perfect spot for you in nature to build your own Nordic spa.
I mean, I will look at it because it's beautiful, but
It's very beautiful.
it's painful, development overall. I mean, I just done it for so long, and there are delays. You need to deal with subs and mostly market what kills it all. So because we're finishing development, we're actually going in the market next 2 weeks. It's been just too long, and I'm not sure for how much we're gonna be selling it. I'm not confident about it. So
yeah, the guy made 100K net just in 5 months without even advertising anything with the little units
let's
that
look
he
at it.
has
I mean,
already.
it's more like a fun project, just
Yeah.
because it's something I really love, right? The spas.
Yeah, it's an hour from my home, so very close.
Well, I mean, let's look at it. I mean, we're here for opportunity, right? We're here for opportunity, and if
It's
it's
just
something
that we
like
spoke
your
about
dream and
that,
my
and
dream,
then we spoke
I'll
about
be
that
here.
on the phone, and then boom, it appeared on my screen. I said, "Wow."
Let's look at it. Let's look at it. We never know, right? I mean, I just got into, I kind of stopped for a moment, but well, it's a little bit of my personal situation. There are a lot of people in the house, and I really don't have my space, and it's like everybody bursting into me. So I'm like, okay, I will just build my own little ADU in the backyard, and like a locket. I just kind of padlock it. There's nobody get into, right? And then I started looking, and I found that actually a lot of companies who provide those ADUs and as a kit from Europe. So I started to look on the past Russia, like Estonia, Latvia, Litva. So there is a lot of companies who they ship those timber frame kits, which are much, much cheaper than the ones we have here in America. And they do it white label. So you can create your own studios, whatever. I called my own escaper just for the moment. But you can create your company escaper and just they will export it from them, so they will deliver those homes. So that's something I wasn't planning. I kind of started looking at it, and I stopped for a moment. I need to serve what we're doing right now, but I found a lot of companies in Europe and Poland, in like those 3 post-Soviet countries, right? Romania. So those Eastern European countries who have access to wood, and they're doing these kits, and some of them are very Instagrammable, and they pretty expensive. Some of them, like I saw, look like a hobbit hut, which is super cool, but it's like 130 per building. I'm like, that's expensive. Like I want to be under 50, at least my desire. But then those white label ones, you can export them from all different countries. So like sometimes you just kind of stumble upon a project just because you need your own. Like I really need my own badly, and then now I'm kind of thinking about this business. Okay, so talking about development, right? So now like I'm thinking, okay, if I'm waiting for price list for them, but once I look in the price list, and if it's makes sense, maybe I'll get a land and subdivide it and do like a neighborhood or even affordable neighborhood. So there are opportunities like all kinds, but I stumble upon it because I was looking for like miserably for something for my own, just so like nobody touch me and let me work and do my Zooms without like
Okay,
thinking of
I'll
what-
pursue it for my own pleasure and I'll do all the work and then I'll copy you on whatever
Okay.
I have. And if you like it, good. If not,
Yeah,
I'll
I
try
mean,
to
do
find someone
research,
else
put it
here.
into Claude, do research and see what you get, what numbers you get, yeah, do as much as you can. Thank you. And then we can look at it. Sure.
Thank you. Bye.
Beautiful. Karen, I don't know who was first. Karen, do you want to go?
Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
Good. How are you, sweetie?
Good, good. Excited to chat with you. I haven't been on here for a while because I was so busy with work, but I did find something and I was curious if you were interested in this before I did any more digging and work. But it is a little boutique hotel, which I know you do hotels, right? So this one, I know on your buy box it said 40 rooms. This one is a little bit smaller with 16, but the cash flow is 346K. At least this is what they're listing, the
Yeah.
NOI.
Mhm.
And then I found the cap rate with the numbers that they're asking for the asking price and with the NOI, and it's 14% cap rate.
Yeah.
It's a boutique in Ohio. The owner wants to retire, and there are other opportunities too, like for like a restaurant there, to relaunch the restaurant there and to restart the spa service and reopen the wedding venue there. So right now, those numbers are just kind of like without the restaurant open or the wedding venue and the spa services.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, second alone, I little bit cooled off for the hotels after doing all the work for Koala, just finding that it's so operational heavy.
Mm.
And I also just overall, guys, just saying my reasoning, right? And after my last bed bug encounter, I just heard so much, since a lot of people reached out, because I posted it on Facebook. So apparently it's a pretty popular issue because a lot of people who migrate, especially if they kind of workforce, they're migrating from place to place and they bring bed bugs. And once they are in hotel, it's practically impossible to get them out. And what worse of it, they get on the reviews and then you're pretty much losing your hotel. So unlike like Airbnbs, when we have issues and if something really bad, we could close the listing and reopen it. Hotel, you're going to be literally stuck. You need to change your name like completely. You need to rebrand it. So once you get bed bugs, because you're going to never get anyone because it's so scary. So it did kind of scare me a little bit because
I don't blame you.
I just heard like, because the guy from whom I'm buying Park told me he had a couple of hotels and he walked away exactly for that reason. He did have bed bugs in one of them. So especially if they're not like, so that's, and they're very heavy operational. So he suggested not to bother. Now my mentor, Rhea Campbell, she has 2 hotels. She said, I will not touch hotel anywhere. So like you're talking to people who have hotels and they say not to touch. So I think we kind of need to listen. So I little bit cool off because I do love hospitality. It's the same as like with the hot springs, right? I just, there are things I love, but I'm a little bit cool off. Like I love them, but I almost think I would rather just go and let other people run it and I will just enjoy them, especially if there are no bed bugs.
Yeah.
But it's hotel is tough. So since we are here kind of on a big asset variety, we could have like multifamily or RV park or mobile home parks rather, maybe, because, or even self-storage. It's just a little bit easier. So I mean, send it alone, but I'm a little bit more cautious right now just because I learned so much in this short period of time that I think maybe it's not the best asset unless you really focus on hotels only. I know people who focus on a hotel. That's all they do, hotels. And maybe it's a little easier because they're already geared toward these operations.
Yeah.
But I think if we kind of want to have a variety of them and grow quickly and grow cash flow, we shouldn't take something super heavy operational because it's just going to take time and effort.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. No, I think like you have a lot of other potential great opportunities already that the others are bringing you. So probably won't follow up on this one then.
Maybe not. Maybe just kind of refocus on RV parks and multifamilies,
Yeah,
even for
yeah.
future food as well, because
Okay.
it's a little easier.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Okay, cool. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much. Theron, do you want to go? Oh, you need to unmute yourself.
Can you hear
Yep.
me? All
Yeah.
right. Good afternoon. Hi.
You're breaking up. Damn it.
Someone did something. I don't know. Okay. Can you hear me now?
It's me breaking up.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yep.
hear you.
Okay. How y'all doing? I'm sorry. I was trying to go into the Crexi, and every time I go to the website and I try to click in, like look at one of the RV parks or something, and it tells me it's got a little white thing come up, and it tells me to put all my information in, and then it tells me to about the website, but I don't have a website, so I can't get in and get the information and contact who I need to talk to. Is anybody else having that problem with Crexi?
Did you log in? Did you register for that?
Yeah, I think I got an account set up, but still it's telling me to put my website in the box. But I don't have no website, so I can't get the information because it's got the little marks there. When I try to click it, I can't see the phone number to the broker. So I don't know what's going on with
Ron,
that.
is this for every listing or just one?
That's Crexi. Just Crexi.
For every listing on the Crexi?
Every time I try to click it, every time. Yeah.
So try to, well, you shouldn't need a subscription. I mean, it's free. You should be able to, and then if you click on the agent themselves, you'll see their profile. You see their career, their profile, their phone number. I don't think it'll disclose their email, but you can still send them a message. You should be able
Okay.
to without logging anything. So what I would do is probably go to your browser. You know how to clear your history, clear your cache.
Yeah.
So go ahead and clear that out, start all over, and just give that a try. Sometimes it's gonna ask you to log in with your Google account,
Okay.
and it's just gonna
Do
send
that,
you
clear the-
emails and such. But give that a try. If not, you can, there's my email right there,
All
or
right.
Igor can help you.
Okay.
You should be able to get in there for free.
Yeah.
You don't need
Okay.
anything to look at.
Okay.
I've had a problem. I'm sorry to interrupt. I've had a problem with Crexi, kind of similar to yours.
Mhm.
Every time I fill out all the information, I get to the bottom, but it gives me a white box on the top that says that the username or the password isn't correct, and it won't give me any information.
Mhm.
And I can't do on every single house. I can't
Yeah.
get the information.
Yeah. I'm
So
gonna go back.
you're
I'm
not
gonna
the
go.
only one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back in and try to get around another way.
It says for me to call support, and then there's no place
Right.
to
It's
find
it's
support.
doing. Yeah. It's doing the same thing with me too.
Okay.
Also. Yeah.
I found a way to go around them and just look up the brokers by
I think
asking
try to
out.
clear the cache. I would. That's probably where I'd start. I don't have an issue with it. I don't know if anyone else has experienced it besides Nancy and yourself.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I see more guys. Nancy, how is it going? I mean, we spoke yesterday. I can actually, you're waiting for me on a proof of funds, right?
Yes, I need them for both buildings, but I need paces. I've got yours sent in, but I need paces. And so I contacted
The
support.
one I think I sent you was spaces exactly, no? Like the accounts.
The accounts were the same on each letter. When it ran down what was available as far as funds, and in the account, it was the same one as paces.
Right. So that's spaces, yeah. And you're
But
waiting
for it was the same one as yours, the number part of it.
Oh, so that was spaces that I sent you.
Okay, so
Do you want mine as well, or we could just use spaces? Spaces is bigger, obviously.
well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do.
Yeah,
on it.
Yeah.
I've sent them what you've sent me that was yours.
yeah.
The numbers that show on yours are the same numbers that are on Pace's.
It wasn't
Packet.
mine, it was Pace's. I sent you Pace's as well. I didn't send you
Oh.
mine.
Okay.
So could you send Pace's? I mean, did they say anything?
They wanted to know who the other partner was and wanted more proof of funds.
Okay, so you know what? After that, I will send you mine with my bio. So we could use Pace, and this is for the Detroit, right?
Yeah, Detroit, and then we have the other smaller assisted living building.
Right. Okay, so I'll send you mine, and you have my bio as well. Yes, no?
Yeah, but I have yours already.
Okay,
No,
but
wait.
I'll send you.
Oh, no.
Send you.
No, she
I'll
says
send
that
you
I don't
bio
have it.
proof of funds, my own. Yeah, I will send you
Okay.
mine.
I'll be set
We're
then.
gonna add Paces because it's big one, the Detroit one. Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Mhm.
you. And everything else is going, I've done the calls you've asked me to. We'll have to get together on those RV parks you wanted to set up calls with.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll schedule a call. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want to come in, Danny? I know you sent me something right before. I haven't had a chance. How is it going for you?
It's going good. I actually talked to Gordon today, and he let me know that basically it's a Freddie Mac assumable loan, and we'd have to fill a gap of $2 million.
Okay, that's what has to be investors, basically.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to sell or finance that any of that portion.
Well, no, because I don't believe he wants to be second or something like that. I don't know. I was trying to talk with him about it, but so basically, him and his wife have owned the property. Goren, he's the broker, but he's the owner as well. Him
Yeah.
and his wife owned the property for 11 years, and they're basically tired landlords. And there's a assumable Freddie Mac loan on it for, I believe, $3 million, 3.1 million on 10 years with a 30-year amortization. And then I got the rent roll, the additional charges on that, the T12 and everything. And
what's the cap rate, Danny?
The cap rate is 7.3.
Yeah,
But
it will not connect.
Yeah, no. And then I also
it's gonna be minus.
Yeah, it was 5.5 was the asking price, but I talked him down to 5.1.
Yeah, with 5.1, what's the cap rate?
With 5.1, I don't know what the cap rate is.
Because so his loan,
So
the assumption loan is what's the rate?
Right. So basically what I do, I threw it in Claude to underwrite it, and it came out with the cap rate of 8.6 after I brought it down to 5.1.
Okay. All right. So again, so 3 million is the mortgage. What's the rate for the mortgage?
I had emailed you exactly what I broke down, and I emailed everything to you.
Okay.
So you'll be able to pull it up and see the whole breakdown of everything.
Yes, I'm gonna reply to you by the end of tonight.
No problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then so basically he'll talk, but it's all about he basically said there's a gap that has to be filled.
Yeah. 2 million of investors, little tough.
Yeah.
Never mind, it's expensive, but it's physically tough to do.
Yeah.
So they kind of need to, but I can put numbers together and show them that we're not cash flowing, so they have to fill the gap.
Yeah, because I was even thinking, he's not wanting to do seller finance, but if we could get him talking to seller financing at 0% interest and possibly doing like 0 payments for a year, something like that. I don't know.
Let's see if it makes sense interest only. Let's say like million interest only. Let's see if it's even possible. Let's see if it's even possible, and even if it makes sense at all.
Okay.
Because it's assumable, but it's not that good of a rate. Like a lot of
Right.
assumable loans are like 3%. So if
Right.
we would
And I
have a
talked to my buddy, right. And I did talk to my guy I've been networking with. He does DSCR loans. And he said, obviously, if we could work out the numbers properly, that he could, help us out with that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
Yeah.
type of property is it?
It's
What's the
a
background on it?
it's a 55 unit complex, 12 buildings.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will calculate tonight and I will see what if it all. I mean, we can also sometimes it helps to confront them and show them, okay, here you go. I mean,
Right. And
like
he,
we
like I said,
syndicate.
I mean,
We rarely bring in like your own cash. So very
right.
little people on the market will bring like 2 million of a cash. So we syndicators, we bring in investors group. We need to pay investors. It's expensive capital. So okay, like we bring in 2 million of syndicator funds. That's our price for that. Plus you, we are on the negative. So we're not performing. It's not just us. Everybody else going to be the same thing. That sometimes they need to understand.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
there's nothing that can be done about it.
Yeah. 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 Adam, how it's going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Haven't seen you. Nice to see you.
Well, you too. I just got back from Montana. I was visiting colleges with my daughter, so I've been
nice.
gone all week. Yep. Just got back though, so it's going good.
Cool. How is your you were looking on like underwriting and
Yeah.
other like how to get the properties, I guess.
Yep. I had a good talk with Brian a little bit ago, and he encouraged me to go into to be using chat and kind of hold the reins off and kind of gave me some encouragement there. So yeah, I've been building a good list through chat with I got a good Minnesota list going for mobile home parks.
Oh, nice.
I'd emailed you and asked you if there's other states that you want me to work on next, other than Minnesota. So I appreciate encouragement from Brian on that.
That's awesome.
But yeah.
Real quick, Adam, I just sent you a message. Robert just asked me if I can teach a Zoom on AI underwriting. Anyone interested in just from basics, how to fish, in other words?
Oh yeah.
Robert Brisson, I'm signing like Pace did to Ella. You're leading it. So
no problem, my friend.
I'm more than happy to teach. You put it together, brother. And I'm sorry to interrupt Adam, but I think it's a very important tool in our industry, gathering information. I'm sure you're going to speak about it now, but anyone that's interested in just learning basics and some stuff, I'm willing to help you guys. Anyone. So Robert,
do you want to do next session when we meet next Thursday?
Oh God, you're doing a pace on me. Oh God. All right.
No, just do it part of our orbit. We're meeting anyway, right?
Ella, do you know?
Brian, that's a yes.
We're coinciding, no doubt, but we're coinciding with the New England call every time we call Thursday. We're missing out on our regional call. So right now it's at the same time, 6 p.m. So I'm not able to connect with local people. So we may want to think of
let's move it.
I was just thinking right now, and everyone's like, "Hey, why aren't you on the New England call?" And I need to make connections. So it's just food for thought for us New Englanders. Tom is a New Englander. I'm a New Englander. It's a very important networking, I think.
Would it be early for you guys if you do it at? So our New England is 5 p.m., right?
6 p.m. Same time as you, if I'm not mistaken. The 6 or 7. It coincides. We'll talk about it later. Let's have Adam.
No, but maybe we should let's talk about it. So maybe we should do then our call.
We'll talk about it later. You and Igor can figure it out. But I'm gonna let Adam get a shine. And but yeah, I basically said just go out and there's a lot of free data that the states have. They have different let's call it different software you could pull data from. Have AI pull it for you, organize it the way you want, feed it back and forth, have it make a loop, what's called a loop. You know about this, Ella? Have it make a loop, correct itself, and boom, you've got a list to work off of. But Adam, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. I was just going to ask, Ella, have you looked at this RV park in Idaho? It's near Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, called Wolf Lodge RV Park. Has anyone sent that to you yet? It's like I talked with a broker a little bit on it, and then I kind of wrote it off, but now I've been thinking about it again. If anyone's looked at it already, let me know. But
Remember, no, I don't think so.
I can send it to you if it's not, but it's like 2.4 million. It's a 9.65 cap rate. Their expense ratio is at like 37% though, right? And after speaking with the broker a couple of times, it sounds like the operators of the park live in Coeur d'Alene, not in the park but close by, so they're kind of maybe a little more hands-on. They did underwrite for a manager and like a small amount for maintenance. And I asked them kind of why they're selling, and it sounds like they purchased the park on a seller finance 5-year note, and that note is coming due. So I think they're maybe 4.5 years into a 5-year note. And so they maybe would be into structuring like a mortgage type deal where, you know, if we come up with 70%, maybe we could get it at 30% seller finance from them, if that would cover their note on where they're at to pay what they want to do. He wasn't clear on what they would do with the money after they sold it. He was like, well, they might roll it on the property, they might take that tax hit or whatever. But it's not quite 300 NOI, but it's close. I want to say it was like 260 NOI. But it's in a beautiful area. I'm not familiar with Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, but it's a strong destination place. So
nice.
I don't know.
I said it. I maybe saw it. I'm not sure. It's something rings the bell a little bit, but I remember. Just a second. I have the okay.
Ella, you might have heard it from us. I've got that Wolf Lodge.
Okay.
But since the other gentleman's doing it, I won't turn that one in. I don't know if we discussed it or not yet, but I've talked to the agent and stuff. It's all the same information, but I'll just back off and let him do that. What do we do when that happens?
I don't know. We don't have a good solution because it's not just like there is the whole sub-2 organization. So
yeah, but Adam, I won't pursue it. Just let Adam do it. Okay, everyone. Okay, we'll cross that out.
Yeah, we don't have a good system how to do like who first, who second. I mean,
yeah,
I don't have a good solution. Yeah, I mean, please, Adam, send along. Let's look at it.
Okay.
I do concern with the time because I do have to run periodically New England as well. So, and I'm encroaching on that time. So what if we guys move to Wednesday? How is it for you? Like if we move to Wednesday, 6 o'clock, would it be okay? Because I don't want Brian to miss, and I'm sure they're gonna ask me maybe next time I should be doing it. I'm kind of a little
Anytime. You know where I am, Ella.
Ghosting them, but I will be asked to
you know where I am. I'm in the tropics, so anytime.
He's on island time,
yeah. I'm in tank top time.
Make anything work.
The only time I put a shirt on, the only time I put a shirt on, literally, is for these calls. That's it. That's it.
I noticed, Brian. I saw your WhatsApp. I don't know if it's appropriate, my friend.
Oh no, it's
Telegram. I saw a Telegram.
Oh, it's PG. It's PG.
Yeah, no, I have my AI sending me messages to Telegram. So then I suddenly see, I'm like, okay, what's going on? Anyway, you're in the tropics, I understand. Yeah.
Robert, thank you for putting that together. Whoever wants, Robert put something out there in the chat. If anyone's interested in learning, I'm going to do a little bit of AI basics. I'm no expert. I'm only a couple months in. I do a little bit every day. And anyone that's interested, I would highly recommend you sign up to the newsletter called the AI Rundown. It's freaking phenomenal. Okay, it's free newsletter. It's about a 5-minute read. It's called the AI Rundown. Look it up. You're gonna get all types of gems. It keeps you updated with what's going on in the AI world. And I took a class yesterday with a PhD that was stupid. It was so freaking amazing. Better than anything I've taken in the past. It's so ridiculous what she did. Resources are phenomenal. So I think it's a really good newsletter, and it's going to be above all of our heads. It's above mine. But if you can pick up a little bit every day, you'll get far. And so I just hope to give you guys a little. I'm going to start with the basics, show you what a project is, how the instructions, memory, so on. And I want you guys just go out there and learn on your own and come back. And I promise you, week after week, you're going to come and you're going to have, eventually you'll be contributing. I'm sure of it. So yeah, anyone interested? Robert?
I mean, we can, if you don't, I mean, I'm interested.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
like,
Well, Ella, you're the guru. What are you talking? Okay, I'm really
No,
sure.
my God, we're sharing here.
So
but
right now, I'll be
let
honest
me
with you.
hear what
Right
you're doing.
now, I have 2 separate underwriting engines. Okay.
Mhm.
And I have it under projects. So if you guys want a homework assignment, I'm going to give you guys a homework assignment. Whether it's Claude or ChatGPT, okay? High level view. And Ella, if you don't mind, you guys mind if I take 2 or 3 minutes just to explain a little bit?
Please.
Okay.
Very good.
All right. So AI, a lot of us are, especially older. I'm nearly 50 years old. I started about 2 months ago. That's my background. And I bought a computer 3 days ago, right? So the way AI works is it starts learning your personality, what you like via the chats. If you like cars, whatever, the chats are going to build your memory. Okay. Let's say you're interested in one particular thing, real estate. What you do is you break up. So that chat is going to build up your memory. The memory behind the scenes in the settings, it's going to build up your memory. It knows who you are, your personality. What I would do is, first of all, under settings, on the ChatGPT settings, oh God, give me a second here. Well, let me talk about Claude. Under Claude, you can go to settings and under instructions for Claude, if you go to settings, okay? Because of Ella, I took this quiz called the Clifton 34. It is 34. Is it 34? It's 34 characteristics.
Yeah, critical strength.
34 characteristics, and it ranks them from 1 to 34, your strongest to your weakest. Okay. Based off that Clifton 34, I uploaded that report. It's a personality trait. You give it instructions. My instructions say, every business idea I run through you, I want you to run it through the following personalities. Phil Knight, head of Nike. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Mark Cuban, and Richard Branson. Just to get different personalities, and they give feedback as if they were my board. Okay? That's something you load in your instructions. You tell it, I do not want you to agree with me. Something, right? I don't want you to agree with me. I don't want you to be a yes man. I want you to challenge my ideas. Okay? Once you load these instructions, that's your memory. That's your personality. Now let's break it down a little bit more. That's the big umbrella. Break it down. Now in Claude, you go to projects. Under projects, this is where you would put, you're a woodworker. That's one project. I want to find out about woods, the best woods to make a birdhouse, blah, 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 blah. That's one project. Next project is real estate. Okay. For me, I have a real estate acquisition engine and I have a real estate underwriting engine. Okay. I have a big goal in real estate. I have a construction business project. I have a underwriting project. So under my underwriting project, I write in the criteria. So I'll start basic. I'll say, here's an address. Look at the listing. Boom. Underwrite this for me. And I like to see visuals. Show me as many graphs as you want and sprinkle in there the following criteria for the town: income growth, job growth, unemployment rate, crime rate, whatever. It spits it back to me. I only want it to be 2-3 pages. Boom, it'll spit it back to me. And I start tweaking it. I'll keep giving it feedback. Eventually, under this project, I will say to the in the same chat, Now that I've got it dialed in, I like this, I like the color, here's my logo. I'll say, now give me instructions. These instructions, all right, this is like your memory. You take those instructions, you go to the project settings, and you copy and paste those instructions into the project itself. What does that do? What it does is it builds consistency. Every single address, every single property you put into that project for your underwriting engine, it'll spit back a similar report every time. Otherwise, you're going to get something different because it starts from scratch. Everything you do in chat or GPT or Claude will start from scratch. Okay. That's the beauty of it. But it's also so you have to give it the instructions. Then you upload under the section. There's a section for files, right? You can upload the report itself. So now it has a reference, what you report, how you like it to look, the colors, the layout, the information. Okay. So you got your instructions, you've got the file, you've got your logo. Now it starts producing. And over time, it gets better and better and better. You reduce the pages, increase the pages, more information, less information. So I built, and one additional thing is, why not tell it, produce a report like it's a $50,000 report? Produce it. It'll produce a report like it's a $50,000 report. Name a price. Those are little tricks. Okay. So play with projects, start a new one, name it, open a chat within the project, do whatever it is you want to do. Andy, Adam, if you want to go ahead and say, hey, find me a list, do it. This is for Minnesota. This is for Minneapolis, whatever. Okay. You like it, adjust it. Once you see it, if you like it, give me the instructions. You take those instructions, copy it. You go to the project settings in the top right, under the instructions box, you paste it. Okay. You get the report, you go to files, you upload the file. If you have a logo, you upload the logo. Now every report is going to be consistently done based off those instructions, that report. Okay. So I challenge you guys just to go ahead and play with that, do that.
Thanks, Brian. Are you able to do all that with the free version?
Yeah, you could do it with free version. You might run out of data. I'm not sure. I have the paid, it's $20. Claude I would say don't use the Fable 5. We'll run out of data immediately. Right? So
But Fable 5 is the strong one.
That's
really,
the one. That's a strong
really
one. You can just use medium. So when you prompt it in the in the chat box, you'll see high, medium, low, quick, so on and so forth. Chat takes a little more to run out, but there's so many options. They're all really good. Just use the medium for now. We're not writing research papers. We're just we're just gathering data that's already there. And then you literally, I mean, my daughter sends me a list like that. I need you to find me, but this, I'll take two lists and I'll say, take these two lists, marry them together, find me the absentee owner. I've got 300 or something absentee owners to call. I haven't, it's just, there's a lot of work. Right?
Yeah, I'll just add on what you said, Brian. Just from what you taught me and what I started running with it, there was a long planning stage in chat. Like I told them, hey, I just want a list of X, Y, Z, right? And then it just starts asking all these questions, right? And I'm like, okay. So then Chat and I had a very long chat back and forth going through the planning phase of exactly what I was looking for, how I wanted to look, what the outcome was. So that took a long time. I mean, I'm glad that we did that we had that talk.
So chat, you got to tell it, you got to get nasty with it.
Yeah.
Don't ask me any more questions, produce.
Yeah.
Stop asking me questions, produce, and I'll tell you. Claude will not do that. Claude will just start producing.
Oh, really?
Give you a list, boom, immediately. Chat likes to, how about this? Yeah, would you like some,
two
lumps of sugar or 3? How many? No,
yeah,
just
there's a lot of that.
So chat will keep you on there for 2 hours, and you give up. But what happens, what I learned with chat is every time it starts from scratch. It started even in the same conversation. I will say, update my business card, blah, 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 and within the same chat, it'll change. So that's what I don't like about chat. I have to figure that's something I got to learn. Claude will not do that. It'll keep the chat and it'll keep the consistency. And then you just load the instructions. When you find something, boom, lock it in. What you're gonna have to do with chat, here's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to say to chat, the quote, lock this in your memory. If you guys can remember that. You're gonna see a little memory. Boop, 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 boop. It's gonna little logo, and it's gonna show a little like a lock, boom, and it'll lock it. Now that's locked into the memory. Moving forward, it will produce that command every time. So start using that phrase. Lock this into your memory. Okay. Allah, I know you're the guru. Anything else you want to add?
No, I'm not a guru. I mean, I do have a box. I have a separate box, Claude. I did bought agent.
Got the mini? You got the mini?
Huh?
You got the mini?
I have a mini.
Jeez.
It's right near me. So I have a separate screen and everything because I was trying to figure out how to do that. So for now, that's what I'm doing. Even though people from whom I bought, Mike Davis, he's an owner's club. So he says, no, you don't need anything. You manage everything through Telegram. So basically you connect Telegram to the agent.
I've learned so much, Ella. Don't pay for anything. I might do an API and sell it. I might do an API and do a subscription.
Brian.
Huh?
But anyway, I've got it. So I have it. It does have a lot of very good skills already. So part of the underwriting and part of what I have, it's coming from that package because it has a lot of skills. And I'm going to build more skills. But now, for example, I'm building my whole STR messaging, all my short-term rental, like Airbnb.
Right. So skills, guys. Skills are something behind the scenes where you can either download skills or build skills, and skills is just what it sounds like. It's a skill, and you build it. Like you are this, and you can build your own skill.
Give it to somebody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a skill, just like it sounds, and it's you can fine tune it.
Try to sharpen it and give it to you at some point. That's one of mine. I'm building skill for Airbnb. The whole message.
Are you using super agents to go through your emails and the deals and everything?
No, not yet. Not yet. I learned about it, but I haven't done. I'm a little bit behind.
So I had a super agent clean out 70,000 emails and only show me the important stuff. And every day I get a list of 10 of the most important emails.
Go and kind of check you, right? They can.
Yeah. So my super agent is called Benicio. My super agent is called Benicio. So guys, if you're interested in super agents, it's real simple. You go base44.com. Builds you super agents. Base BASE 44.com. So go there. My super agent, I said, you're going to go through my emails. You're going to clean it up, blah, 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 blah. This is what I want you to do. I want you to give me top 10 emails that I should respond to. And it'll ask you, do you want me to respond? Every morning you wake up and you can have it. And you want different super agents. I want this one to do this one to do that, blah, blah, blah. Start there. Play with it.
Oh, it's called Base 44?
Base. BASE 44. 44.
BAS, base?
BAS as in Sam. E as in Edward. 44. The number 4. The number 4. Base 44.
I wonder if they have already something for short-term rentals because I'm struggling with the messages.
Oh, this class I took, man, I'm gonna figure it out because there's a lot of information, there's a lot of free data. There's data now. We have there's
yeah.
Give me some time. I'll figure it out. But
I'm doing it myself, but maybe it's already something there I can shortcut it.
Are you talking about autoresponders?
We have a lot of skills.
Oh, are you talking about your autoresponders for your Airbnb?
Yeah, I'm trying to do that and I have it, but it doesn't do right. I mean, it's sending it to me to approve and it's not right. So I need to massage and work on it, which I haven't had a chance. But if there is
I have them set up for mine. If you want me to, I can show you what I'm doing on.
You set up for yours for automatic messages.
Yeah.
I would love to see. I would love to see.
Yeah, just let me know.
Oh, please schedule. Can you schedule time with me on Calendly?
Sure, no problem.
Whenever it's comfortable for you, and I would love to see what you have because
There you go, Robert. Base 44.
But she's struggling. I need more help in there.
Yeah, cool. Let's do it. We'll do.
Thank you. I know some people selling those skills. I didn't have a chance to even research it.
Go to Reddit and do a search. I mean, I've taken enough of these things. Like every day I'm taking a course or so, to be honest with you.
I envy you so much.
My 2 cents is there's a lot of free stuff out there, a lot of free shit. If you don't mind my English, don't pay for anything yet. Honestly, Anthropic has free courses. Okay, Anthropic 101. Get those out of the way. There's a bunch of stuff on YouTube. Rundown University, you're gonna have the best of the best PhDs teaching this stuff, and they're teaching it to AI professionals. So imagine, and it's free. You don't need to pay for any of this stuff. All those.
That also, like, whatever you couldn't do next 2 weeks, you already can do that.
Yeah,
So
super agents were. It's so.
constantly.
Yeah, there was stuff that super agents were a thing a couple weeks ago, and I was trying to. Now Base 44 is out. Even the PhD didn't know about it. That's how fast the space is moving. It's moving so fast. But what's great about the
kind of deep diving into that, because
the AI rundown every day in the newsletter, it's going to give you a tutorial. So if you want to, and I promise you, if you just go tutorial, even if you don't know anything, you're going to pick something up every day, and you're going to be able to put it in a tool belt. Eventually, you will use some of it. And man, it's just start somewhere, because I'm only 2 months into it, and I'm building underwriting engines. I'm building super agents. It's crazy, and I'm not young, so yeah.
Okay.
I challenge all you guys to get out there.
Second young.
I'm young in spirit. I'm a little kid still.
We all here. Otherwise, we wouldn't be sitting 8 o'clock, instead of dinner.
Guys,
Yeah.
it's good to see everyone.
Speaking of dinner, I wish I could provide that. So great, guys. I'll see you next week. I mean, probably Wednesday. Let's do Wednesday, 6 p.m. I feel bad for encroaching into New England calls. Some of us from New England here.
Hey, can I ask you one question, Ella?
Please, please, please.
Hey, when you send out a LOI, is that something you could go over with all of us one time? Just like
I can do it. I can show you. Yes, I create them with AI. That's exactly what Brian was saying. I actually created like logos and all of that. And I can show you LOI, and I can give you my LOIs. I think we can even send them before that. I can send you just for example of what I'm sending.
Okay. Yeah, just like this.
We will just send it on and you can create based on that. You can create your own kind of version. Yeah, I'll send you my own artifact. Yeah, we will distribute after.
Hey, Ella, I don't know if you saw this. I know we're wrapping up, but I have printed it out. I saved it, and I can send it over in an email. But did you see that post in the community from Sonia Moore, who built out a private capital placement desk inside of Sub 2? So her background is finance, and that's what she's done. But we're talking about trying to find vendors, etc. And so she's been part of it for a couple of years, and she spent 1.5 years now building out a private capital lending desk within Sub 2. And she her name is Sonia, Sonja, and Moore, Moore. And she put it up on a Sub 2 Facebook post. I'll send you the post in an email, but I just thought for our team, that might be something down the line that could be worthwhile exploring.
We should be, yes, absolutely. And we should start talking to friends and families and post stuff on Facebook. We should be advertising ourselves.
Which reminds me, I have a contact in Florida, Ella. Private money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I saw your schedule, so we talk tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to talk tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, and I'm sorry.
Guys, I'm going to cut out.
Yes. And I'm going to eat something. I'm done.
Good night, guys.
All right, guys. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, have a good night.
Good night. Bye-bye. So good to see you.